Hi y'all, welcome to Spirit Mail. I'm Cheryl and we're going to do one of those little fun readings. We're going to do an energy focus for health to better our health. It is, and remember, health is spiritual, mental, and physical. But we're going to do it, I'm doing it in groups of signs by elements. So today I'll be doing, or this reading is going to be for earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Also, check out down in the description, I've opened a Teespring store. It's got hoodies, sweatshirts, leggings, and stuff. I've got 3 different designs on them. One says Spirit Mail, one says Love is My Religion, and another one says Navigator of Energy. So check that out. And don't be fooled by the colors that are on display. If you click on it, there's lots of other colors available. God, guides, angels, archangels, and Holy Spirit, I thank you so much for our earth sign friends. Show us clearly what energies can they focus on to maintain or better their health in some way or another, whether it be mental, spiritual, or physical. I'll lay out one energy for each particular sign. It'll be Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. So show us clearly what are the energies, or what are the energies for each specific sign that they can focus on as it relates to health. We thank you for clear and concise messages. We thank you for love, light, and prosperity. And we thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. Okay, and after each one is laid out, well, I'm going to lay them out, then I'll tell you what we're going to do. For Capricorn, they're asking you, look at the light. For Taurus, emotional loss. And for Virgo, suffering in silence. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull clarifiers on each one, and then I'm going to set 2 aside and do the reading for Capricorn. And I'll do the reading with including an oracle card and a PS at the end of each sign before I move to the next sign. Got it? Okay, so some of you might want to do timestamps in the comments so that others can just move right ahead to their particular reading. God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, thank you for showing us the energies on the table for Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Show us clearly with the Arcanum Tarot, what are the clarifiers for each one of these energies? Why are we seeing light for Capricorn? Show us why are we looking at emotional loss for Taurus? And also show us what is suffering in silence for Virgo. Again, we thank you for clear and concise messages, love, light, and prosperity, and we thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. Clarifying the light for Capricorn, we're getting Ace of Wands and 9 of Wands. Okay, clarifying emotional loss for Taurus, we're getting the King of Wands. Wow. And the 8 of Cups. Okay, and clarifying the suffering in silence card for Virgo, we're getting the 5 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups. Okay, this is exciting. Okay, so like I said, we're going to set these other 2 aside, and we're going to move on with Capricorn, and then after I finish their reading, we'll go on to these other 2. So, based on the 3 cards here, what I'm seeing is the light. So this is also the same as the sun in the traditional tarot. But in this particular card, I feel like it's more of a spiritual focus for you. They're wanting to grow, Capricorn, your spiritual health. They're wanting to bolster up your spiritual health. With the sun card, we see the sunshine shining down on the little child on a horse, a white horse, and it's like victory and warmth and all that. And in this particular depiction of that card, we have a woman with her hand up toward the light. She's like bathed in the golden light. For me, that spirit bathing her in love and guidance and all that stuff. So I feel like they're asking you, this is going to be part of your your health. They're showing you this is going to be part of your health regime or regimen for the coming months, is to follow the guidance of your of God, of your angels, of your archangels, whoever it is that you pray to, and however you pray, because they have something they're wanting to bring into you, right? And they're going to inspire you in a way that's going to grow you. For me, wands are all about communication with spirit. It's about purpose. It's about passion. It's about creativity, and inspiration, right? So you're getting the Ace of Wands as a clarifier. It's like they're wanting to hand you, they're gifting you with a new level of understanding as far as your spirituality goes. Now listen, whether you go to church every Sunday and that's all you do, or you go to church or synagogue or temple or whatever it is, or if it's energy work or you have your own spiritual practice that you do, whatever that practice is, they're asking you to dig deeper is what's going on here, okay? I feel like they're also saying that you have already taken a lot of steps on this journey, and I feel like they're nudging you to just go a little bit deeper. And again, this is for spiritual health. I feel like this card represents spiritual spiritual health. They're asking you to dig deeper and to nurture whatever journey it is that you're on at the time. The 19 is a major arcana, so that's in and of itself more of a spiritual nature anyway. Okay, so we're going to get the oracle card that goes along with it. And let me tell you, whenever your spiritual health is in place, your mental health and your physical health automatically line up. They follow suit. So they're asking you to dig deeper. God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, show us the oracle message that goes along with the message that you have for Capricorn as it relates to health. Show us clearly what is the oracle message that you have for Capricorn that goes along with their health message, their health focus. We thank you for clear and concise messages, love, light, and prosperity. And we thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. Show us clearly what is the oracle message for Capricorn. Wow. The card is home. Look, 27. It's a 2 and a 7. For me, the 2 is the feminine. It is the one who bends but doesn't break. It is the nurturer, the intuitive. 7 is the number of divinity for me. And this card depicts home, right? Look at the little owl. The little owl. It's like wisdom is calling you. Wisdom is calling you. So there's something they're asking you to dig deeper about. We're going to read that card and see exactly what that message is. You're comfortable in your own skin. You belong. Peace, security, safety, belonging, and all the features one would want from home are indicated now. The home card represents an invitation to experience what it's like to be secure in your own skin, to live comfortably no matter what is happening in the world around you. It's a time for opening your eyes to your tribe of like-minded people, or one spiritual person who makes you feel like you've come home. Home is love, and love is all around you. Whatever your inquiry, you are where you're meant to be, and you will reap great benefits by staying on this path regardless of where it leads. Home will always be with you. It is where the heart is. So that is your oracle message. And again, like I said, I feel like they're asking you to dig deeper. They're not asking you to jump ship. They're not asking you to jump ship and go do a different spiritual practice. I feel like whatever path you're on, you're headed in the right direction. They just want you to dig a little bit deeper at this time for your own spiritual health and soundness. Okay, God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, show us what's the PS for Capricorn As it relates to their spiritual health, please show us clearly what is the PS for Capricorn as it relates to their health focus as you've laid out in this reading. We thank you for clear and concise messages, love, light, and prosperity, and we thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. Okay, I'm taking them because I was just finished, and there's a lot of them, but we're taking them. This is your time, Capricorn. They're bringing you to the top side of this wheel, right? Whenever the wheel shows up in a reading, I feel like that means they're bringing you to the top side of it. The wheel is always going round and round, but it wasn't reversed. It was like this. They're ready to bring you to the top side of this situation with your spiritual journey. They're wanting to bring you into a rebirth, right? And I say rebirth again. I didn't say earlier, I said they're not asking you to jump past and go do something different. They're asking you to dig deeper. It's going to cause a transformation for you. Whatever this deeper is that they're asking you to do. And you'll find out whenever you go into meditation or prayer, or however it is that you communicate, you'll find out, because what they're going to do is they're going to take these 9 wands that you've been in communication. I know that people say this is the wounded warrior, all that stuff. This is a health reading. This is about, and this card in particular is clarifying what I feel is a call to dig deeper spiritually, right? So they're saying you have been through a lot spiritually. You have come a long way, baby, and we want to add. We want to add to that. And this, whatever it is we're ready to add for you, is going to transform the way that you show up in the world spiritually. You're going to be able to put something to rest, something that you have struggled with, possibly something that has held you up or made you keep quiet about your journey or whatever it is. You're about to put it to rest. You're fixing to reach a milestone, and they're ready to give it to you, right? And then this is fast communication. This is absolute communication with spirit. There's a lot of wands here. I want to remind you that whenever spirit is communicating with you, and it's been my experience that whenever spirit is communicating with you, it's going to be peaceful and loving. Spirit, even in a tower, right? A tower is something that happens in our physical world, and it gives us some kind of different spiritual knowledge or a different way of looking at things. But I think if you have not seen the story, that Spirit gave me a message personally about a situation that I had been in where I felt like I was the victim of domestic violence. And Spirit told me if there was actually an abuser, it was you. Because domestic violence is about power and control. And I was the one trying to maintain power and control over him. That was a very hard message to hear. But it came with peace. I wasn't peaceful. The message was peaceful. I did not feel peaceful about it. But the message was very peaceful and very loving. And it grew me into a different person. It grew me into a more conscientious person about my words. It grew me into a more conscientious person about how I treat people, how I look at people, all that stuff. So Spirit's going to be communicating with you. It's going to be bathed in peace and love because Spirit is love. God is love. So, and it seems like it's going to come pretty fast once you open yourself up and all that. And then there's going to be a time where it's asking you or letting you know there's going to be a time for you to nurture this new understanding, this deeper level that they're bringing you to. And you're going to be able to watch how you grow based on what you've learned. And then we've got the 7 of Swords. So they're saying, all cards can be read so many different ways. And in this particular case, I'm feeling like they're saying, so take the truths. Swords are truth, right? Take the truths about what is working for you spiritually and what's not working. Just leave it behind you. You're going to be great. This is going to be a fabulous journey for you. Capricorn, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check out the Teespring store. And I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. And until next time, I'll see you again. I love you and have a super duper day. Okay, and now we're going to go on to Taurus. I got to put these cards back, y'all. I don't have all the editing skills to turn it off and all that stuff. I don't even have that option on this camera because I use the camera on my computer to do these readings. Okay, so that was Capricorn. Again, moving right along into Taurus. So Taurus. So this card is emotional loss. And I feel like they're going to you with your mental, with your thoughts, right? Your thoughts our thoughts affect our health. Our thoughts affect our spiritual health, and our thoughts affect our physical health. We have hundreds of thousands of thoughts a day, and like 50 or 70,000 of those thoughts, I think, are the same exact thoughts we thought yesterday. So I feel like what they're asking you to do is release. And this does say emotional loss, and I feel like it has to do with our mental health because our thoughts create our emotions create our thoughts create our emotions, right? And the way we talk to ourselves and all that. But this card is not asking you to focus on anything that you've lost. It's asking you to see how this little swirl is going up and behind his head and off into the light. It's asking you to give up the way that you talk to yourself or the way that you allow yourself to think. It's asking you to focus on releasing those thoughts and those emotions that don't serve you. Like, for instance, maybe resentment or unforgiveness. I feel like Spirit's saying that you've got some things they want you to release to them. It's not physical things. It's emotional things they want you to release to them, to clear up your mental space so that they can bring you to a new place where you feel passionate, on purpose, inspired, and creative again. This king is a leader, right? And whenever we have ourselves bogged down in the worries and in emotions that aren't good for us, we can't move forward in a leadership position because we stay stuck ourselves. We're constantly telling ourselves, oh, you can't do that because you're not perfect yet, or you can't do that because, pick a reason. We have so much bad self-talk whenever it comes to stuff like that. So whenever we can release those things, release them because they don't serve us, we can walk into this leadership position. And then it's going to move you physically, right? It's like it all starts right here. There's a saying, change your mind, you'll change your life. Or change the way you see things, and the things you see change, right? And this is a perfect example. It's like whenever we can release those emotional things that no longer serve us, we can walk into the purpose and the passion that we came here to live as a leader. And then we can physically leave behind those things that no longer serve us. There's 8 cups right here where she's headed. She's headed to find the 2 cups. That's her bliss, right? So we can leave behind these things that no longer serve us, and we can walk out into this darkness not knowing what's really there, but we can walk out in trust, knowing that this moon, this reflection of the sun, is going to light our path even in the darkness, and that we're going to be able to find what that purpose, that passion, that inspiration is for our life. But in order to do it, we have some releasing to do. So again, I feel like it's more of a mental issue right there for you, Taurus. Again, Spirit's pretty awesome. They just tell the little story. I mean, they explain things so well, I feel like. God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, show us the oracle message that goes with this health energy focus for Taurus. I thank you for clear and concise messages, love, light, and prosperity, and I thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. Please show us, what is this oracle message that goes along with Taurus's health focus? Wow, wide open. I love that card. Look at that. Look where she went. she went from here to here. How beautiful is that? Wow. I have to tell you what they're showing me. I have chills right now. She went from being bound, and this is not gender specific, remember, but this is all about mental health and things that we hold on to that don't serve us, right? She went from being bound by things that used to hold her down. See the red? That's indicative of the root chakra. Old thoughts that just don't serve her. Old ideas about how she's supposed to show up in the world and what's right and what's wrong and all that stuff. The societal programming that she's lived with for all those years. She goes from that, and look, she releases it. Look at this card is green, right? She releases it. Look, now she's dressed in green. That's growth. And she's on the top of that mountain, that earthy mountain, Taurus. She's on the top of it. This is beautiful. And she's wide open and ready to receive whatever inspiration God has for her. This is such a great message. Okay, so we're going to read it, and I'm going to hold it up for you so that you can look at the picture while I'm reading it in case the picture speaks to you also. Okay. You're free to express your uniqueness to the world and share in all the bounty of life's endless possibilities. You know, and sometimes old ideas, see the red? Old ideas and old rules kind of make us, trap us. They tell us we're not free to live our lives. And this saying, you're free to do that. All manner of opportunities are presented to you at this time. The wide open card is a signal that you're able to truly manifest your dreams and that your goals are in sight. Don't remain small and contracted. Instead, expand your horizons beyond what you believe to be your limitations. You have a unique voice that needs to be expressed in the world. The universe is supportive of new ideas and approaches at this time, so speak up and speak out. This card is a sign of the maverick who freely roams the wide open space of possibility. Allow for a greater vision to replace old ideas as you dream a grander dream. Taurus, that is beautiful. Wow. Okay. Again, I love how God just is so plain and simple with his answers whenever we have a question. And you know, I love it because he'll give us the answers, but he reminds us that we have a part to play too. We have to participate. God's not a genie in a bottle who will just wake you up one day in your absolute bliss. It's us. It's a cooperative agreement, right? That he helps us by explaining to us what we need to do, and then he gives us the strength that we need and the wisdom that we need to walk it out. Okay, God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, thank you so much for this beautiful message for Taurus. Thank you for love, light, and prosperity, and thank you for clear and concise messages and clarification, confirmation, and validation. Show us the PS that goes with this message for Taurus as we focus on their health moving forward. Okay, so they're saying, wow, look, there's that woman again, y'all. This is not gender specific, but this same person, you are going on a journey, right? You're going on a journey, and so there needs to be a little bit tweaking going on right now. Look, she's waiting for her ships to come in, right? But she's holding on. There's 3 wands here, but she's got one in particular. One wand, one inspiration, right? That she's holding on to, that she's really focused on bringing into her reality. And she knows that her ships are coming in to help her be able to walk this out. this message, I'm just going to tell you, this message is part of those ships, is whenever we ask Spirit a question, and Spirit is so generous to give us the answer, to give us the map, to walk it out. And now all we have to do is step forward and walk forward, walking it out. And sometimes it's not comfortable. Sometimes it's a little bit scary because we don't really know. Because it's dark, right? We don't know the answers, but walk it out. This is where they're wanting to bring you. Look, wide open spaces. You're happily ever after. Taurus, this is beautiful. This is all 10 cups, total fulfillment, total abundance. You're happily ever after. Whether that includes a little family, or if you're alone and you want to be alone and it just includes emotional fulfillment, whatever that is for you, this is where Spirit's wanting to bring you. And part of being able to get there is releasing a lot of stuff that this card is asking you to release. Stuff that, see how his hand's over his heart? See how his heart is on fire underneath his hands? It's like he's passionate about some things that have hurt him, that he felt victimized by, or whatever, angry, resentment, whatever it is. But Spirit's asking him, release it. Just let it go. Look, this is such a beautiful depiction of releasing it to the universe. Oh, wow, look. There's that card again. It is going to physically move you into a place whenever you do that release. It's going to physically move you into a place where you say, okay, this does not serve me. The only way I'm going to be able to move forward is to leave this kind of thinking behind. Leave this kind of holding on to the old story behind. Leave this kind of this is who I am behind. And it doesn't even have to be about being victimized or somebody hurting you. It can just be about a lack mentality. I'm not worthy. I was born on the wrong side of the tracks. Whatever those things are, we tell ourselves, because I do it too. I'm human. So whatever those things are that we tell ourselves, it's saying, let all that go, because that is not the truth of who you are and what your destiny is. Somebody gave a definition, fate and destiny. Fate is something that's going to happen no matter what. Destiny is something that we move toward. It takes our cooperation. So this right here is part of your destiny, according to Spirit. So, Taurus, it's up to you. Okay. Again, thank you so much for stopping in and checking out your health focused reading. Don't forget, check out the little Teespring store. Oh, I can't put that up yet. Thank you for check out the little Teespring store. And until next time, I love you guys. Thank you so much. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving and have a super duper day. Okay. And now Virgo. See what's going on with Virgo. Okay. Virgo got suffering in silence, right? Now the 9, this is the 9 of Swords. So suffering in silence, as it relates to this depiction, means that she has traveled this journey alone, right? She's done a lot of work. She's climbed some steps. She's realized what it takes to get her where she needs to be, and she has taken those steps on solid footing, right? Now she's at the top of this little rock or mountain or whatever it is. She does not look like she's suffering. I just wish I could rename this card because she doesn't look like she's suffering. She looks eager to hear, show me the next step. This is how I read this card. It's like you're eager to say, show me the next step. You're looking toward the light. Gold and yellow light for me is all about guidance. It's seeking God for the answers, right? So she's leaned forward and definitely seeking for those answers. Whatever it is that she's seeking answers for, I feel like has a little bit of an emotional tie to it because I see water here. I see it as water, but when I put my glasses on, actually I see it as she's way at the top of a mountain. These are mountain peaks peeking out of the top of like fog or cloud, right? Which would make it more of a spiritual nature. But even if it's water and spirit, it's very emotional. Whatever it is that you're doing right now is very emotional, which is also depicted in these, in these cups here that we're going to get to in a minute. But it's saying, so for me, this is, again, the blue represents the swords, which is thinking and truth, right? But I feel like for you, I do feel like it does have to do with, again, mental and spiritual ideas, and that you're seeking guidance, that there's something. Give me just a second. Okay. So it is about thinking, but it is also about your physical routines, physical routines. But it is about the thinking too. It's like you've done this work, right? You've gotten here, and now you're waiting for guidance. Okay, so this is what they're saying. You're going to have to walk away from the way people do traditional things. Apparently, you're on some journey that nobody else is on. It's not as easy for you, Virgo, to implement exercise regimes or anything like that into your day and into your schedule as it is for other people. So you're looking for guidance. So what they're saying is you're going to have to be creative. You're going to have to walk away from the way that people traditionally do it, right? This is the Five of Pentacles, so they're feeling a little left out in the cold or financially stressed or whatever. But in this particular reading with this particular set together, I feel like it's saying you might have to leave the gym. Maybe you can't go to the gym. Maybe that's not in your time. Maybe that's not in your space. Maybe what you need to do is be able to exercise at home or get out in nature and walk, or I don't know. They're saying that you're going to have to find a creative way to implement some kind of new physical activity into your life. But you do need to start moving, because this right here, while it's so beautiful spiritually, physically, this sitting around is not good for you, right? So you're not being left out in the cold, you're just not getting up moving. Don't you love Spirit, how they're sassy sometimes? Virgo, so it's saying, quit sitting around, quit waiting on other people to call you and say, hey, let's go work out. Quit waiting on friends to say, let's join the gym. Because I don't feel like you have time for that anyway, or possibly it's the resources you don't have. Whatever it is you don't have, Virgo, I feel like they're saying you need to walk away from the traditional mindset of what exercise is. Perhaps for you it's not even weights and cardio. Perhaps for you it's yoga. Whatever it is, they're asking you, ask for guidance for it. But no more sitting around. You've done the steps, you've done the work to get to where you are. Now you're sitting around with this new thing you've got going on, and they're asking you to nope, don't stop moving. Walk away from your traditional mindset, whatever that was about exercise, and do something different. And it's going to have you feeling very fulfilled emotionally, because whenever we feel good physically, we feel good emotionally, we feel good mentally and spiritually. We feel like we have more energy to do things. And whenever we have that more energy, we're inspired more, and we feel more emotionally connected to the people that we love and that we work with. Okay? So let's see what your oracle message is. God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, thank you for this message for Virgo. Thank you for showing us what it is that you're asking them to do. I'm asking you for clear and concise messages, love, light, and prosperity. And I'm thanking you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. Show us in this oracle message how does it pertain to, or what is the extra something for Virgo as it relates to health? Oh, wow. The magical map shifter, 52. So the 5 is about change, and the 2 is, for me, the feminine, like she bends but she doesn't break. She's very creative, she's very intuitive and all that stuff. So let's see what it says. For some reason I'm thinking this is a sassy card too. I don't know why. Spirit orchestrates everybody's destiny. When the magical map shifter card arrives, it comes with a mission to make you aware of the people who come into your life to impact your personal growth. Perhaps you may meet a soulmate whose presence invites you to be the best you that you can be, or someone who leads you out of a difficulty and into a place of safety or success. Pay attention to those individuals who cross your path today and cause you to reflect on your own journey. Be awake and aware, and you'll recognize them for the important change agents they are. Your whole perspective about who you are and why you're here will shift. The magical map shifter always initiates you into a better version of yourself. So I feel like that has plenty to do with this right here, this card right here, where we can't feel like, oh, I don't have time to do it. I don't have anybody to work out with. Who am I going to work out with? You know, I think it's asking you to step out of those traditional mindsets about what exercise is, but they want you to get moving. That's pretty clear to me. Initially, I wasn't necessarily getting that, but whenever they shut me down, that's what I got. They want you to start moving. Okay. God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, thank you so much for Virgo, and thank you for the messages here. Please show us clearly what is the PS that goes with this reading for Virgo. Please show us the PS that goes with this reading for Virgo. We thank you for clear and concise messages, love, light, and prosperity, and we thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. Okay. So they're saying PS. Look at that. They're serious about it. Okay, so I feel like you have been in your head, because remember, this is the blue represents the swords, right? Well, you might not know that, but in John Holland's deck, this particular deck, the blue represents the swords. And swords are about us being in our head. It's about our truth, the truth we tell ourselves and things like that. You're telling yourself some truths that, you know, you really need a partner. You can't do it by yourself, that kind of stuff. And you know what? Partners help. I was a member of a gym for probably a couple years running, and whether my girlfriends went or not, I'd go because I was committed. But I had some of my girlfriends that if I missed a day, she wouldn't go because I wasn't going. So in her mind, she needed somebody to be there with her. So they're asking you to get rid of that mindset. They're asking you to walk past the idea that you need anybody to help you be a better version of you, and let people inspire you to be a better version of you, but you don't need somebody else to work with you to be that better version. This is your time. Okay, this is your time. There's some kind of, I would imagine that this is telling you that something's coming up, that you're going to need this extra stamina. I feel like that's the case. I feel like they're moving you into a place where this stamina is going to be important. The only way that we can get real stamina is to start moving, right? Start moving and increase our stamina. Huh? And they might be sending you a sweetheart that you need to look hot for. I don't know. But no, this is about the four, I'm just picking at you. The four wands, right? It's about the firm footing. They want you on firm footing. And I feel like they are bringing you to a place where your stamina is going to be important. And it could be a relationship. This is a very, very general reading. It could be a relationship, and it's not about looking hot for them, but about having the stamina to keep up with each other, to take on extra chores, or whatever it is that's going to be taking place. But it could also be about a new job or a new adventure that Source is about to take you on. But I feel like your stamina is going to be important. They want you on firm footing. They don't want you walking from here to the mailbox and being short of breath, because you're going to need to walk longer distances. I'm hearing that. You're going to need to walk longer distances. So there is your word, Virgo, for your health. Again, thank you so much. Check out the Teespring store. And until next time, I love y'all and have a super duper day. Bye. Oops. Ha! Okay, bye.